Welcome to Community Talk. My name is Demetrius Office, and we're excited about bringing you into this session of Community Talk to talk about something that I'm very passionate about. We are putting together an event called a Cultural Community Celebration, and we are trying to bring in and rally in a lot of the community into this event, this function, so that we can just explore the different possibilities here. And so I got a special guest here, Jray. Jray, tell the audience out here about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Chicago, and I moved here at a very young age in Enid, and my family background is very rooted from Enid. So I ended up graduating from here and moving back to Chicago.
Okay.
And that was around about 95, and I came back and opened up PJ's Family Affair,
Okay.
and I've been in business for about 20 years. Me and my mom, we're both cosmetologists.
Okay.
And we love what we do, and Enid's a great community to grow up in.
Okay. So we share similarities in the sense that we're not originally from Enid, but we've landed here in Enid, and we've experienced the culture in Enid, and we decided to stay, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
We decided to stay, and listen and tap into our calling here, and we just, we had many conversations before where we really wanted to see the growth of Enid. And so this is definitely one of those platforms where we can just kind of shout to the mountaintops and just showcase to people what we are currently doing and what we've come from and what we desire to see in our community as we expand in our community from a cultural standpoint. So I got a few questions here that I'm burning to ask Jray here, and hopefully as we get to know Jray and some of his team here, you can certainly reach out to them at a later date and just try to figure out exactly what is B.A.B.Y. And what is behind his newest organization, B.A.B.Y. So Jray, tell me about B.A.B.Y. What is B.A.B.Y.?
Well, B.A.B.Y. it's a nonprofit organization, 501c3, and it's a mentoring organization.
Okay.
Going back to my profession, which is in hairstyling, I was offering free haircuts to kids, back to school and that sort of thing. And it just gave me a little drive on the giving back end. You know what I mean? So me and my friend, we came up with the name B.A.B.Y. because we want more substance to the name.
Okay.
So it stands for Building a Better You.
Wow.
So we implemented that to the activity that we were already doing as far as, giving the free haircuts.
Okay.
So we want to do a little bit more besides the free haircut. We want that to be attention getter so we can mentor to the kids, mentor, good morals and, just telling them that they doing good in life and encouraging them and empowering them, So we came up with the name B.A.B.Y. and it just went perfectly because we want to build better kids, build better people, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's where it all derived from.
Yeah. So that's called Building a Better You, and I thought that was so catchy. And you should see their logo is quite catchy. And I saw this logo and I said, holy cow, I got to be a part of whatever it is that they're doing because it is much needed in our community and our society. So for B.A.B.Y., what do you hope to accomplish, in terms of being integrated into the community culture celebration, this event that's coming up in October? What do you hope to accomplish at that event for B.A.B.Y.?
Well, I want to get people more aware of reaching out to kids. Reach one, teach one. Maybe not just your own kid, but maybe somebody else's kid to say, hey, it's all right to say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. And just give them some encouragement. So what we want to get out of the event is to intro what a little bit we're about, in our little skit. We're actually, me and my partner, we're going to be doing some actual haircuts on the platform, and we supposed to have some dancers to come in and dance and have the kids that we're cutting to, tell a little bit about them being a better me, building a better you, and just keeping it real positive. We want to put that impression on the community as a whole to keep in mind that, we got these youth that we can train them to be the good people.
Yes.
We might got these confused grown-ups already,
yes.
You know what I mean? But we have time to really implement and impression some positive motivation and empower these youth, you know.
Yes.
So that's what we want to bring out, the cultural awareness.
Yeah, we don't want to take too much more time, and I just really wanted, you know, I was talking to Jeraine before the set, and I said, Jeraine, just give the people who you are and just showcase who you are. So one real quick question, like, what, if you could change one thing in this world, what would that be for our youth?
Just to give them a great positive habit to follow. When I was young, we had you either learn by wisdom or experience, and we were kind of like disciplined to learn the wisdom so we won't have a bad experience. But I just want to be able to give them that choice. You know, in today's society, they've been followed by social media. It's taking up all they brain teasing time. You know what I mean? Yes. So what we want to do is get the community back interacting with the kids and get them interactive with each other instead of just on a phone device.
Yes. So that's B.A.B.Y. B.A.B.Y. I want you guys to look that up. That's Building a Better You. And this is an organization that is reaching out to the children. They have elected to be a part of this event coming up October 7th. That event is going to be from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And we're hoping that we can really connect these different cultures, and these children can learn about different facilities and cultures and events that's happening in our history so that they can form their own opinions and their ideas in order to grow this great city of Enid. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Jeraine, for being on the set with us. And any parting words?
Hey, let's do it. Hey, reach one, teach one.
Reach one, teach one. I like it. Thank you for tuning in to this set of Community Talk. Welcome back to Community Talk. We're joined with Larry Peterson here. We're talking about B.A.B.Y. right now. We want to stay on this topic of B.A.B.Y., but the reason why B.A.B.Y. is here is because of the community cultural celebration that's coming up October 7th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., and we want you to be a part of that, and that's why we're here in the studio right now to talk about it. So, Larry, tell me all about yourself. Man, where you come from?
My name's Larry Peterson. I'm from Lawton, Oklahoma. Pretty much, I grew up in the hood, and, you know, I've had my share of ups and downs, and so, you know, I'm here now.
Yeah.
And, you know, trying to make this place a better place, man, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So what's your position in B.A.B.Y.?
I'm the vice president of B.A.B.Y. I don't know how much y'all have already heard of B.A.B.Y., but B.A.B.Y. is Building a Better You. Friend of mine and I, you know, first of all, I guess y'all need to know how I got to Enid. But I was cutting hair in Oklahoma City, and I used to do some free haircuts down there at a little school. A friend of mine used to call me out, and he would call me. He's like, "Hey, bro, man, I need you to come up here and help some of these kids out, man, and cut their hair."
Yeah.
And he was like, "How much you gonna charge me?" And I was like, "Nothing. What I'm gonna charge you for, bro? You know, we good people. You know what I'm saying?" He was like, "Already, come on, holler at me." So I would go up there to the school, and I would cut some of the young boys' hair. And it was actually a program that they had, and the program was for at-risk kids that was at the school.
Okay.
And it ended up helping the kids to be better. They grades went up. They started feeling good about themselves. They started, you know, actually being productive at the school. So that's how I came up with doing the back-to-school things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Eventually, like I said, I was in Oklahoma City, and a friend of mine called me and was like, "Hey, you need to come down here and, you know, get with my cousin. Y'all kind of doing a lot of the same things." And I said, "Enid?" I said, "I don't know." But, you know, I got on my knees, man. And I asked God, you know, I said, "God, is this where you really trying to take this to, you know?" And I got my answer. So here I am, man. you know, we trying to take it to another level.
Yeah. So I've been doing a lot of research and studying on what's called ACEs, and that's adverse childhood experiences. And this is what we're dealing with in our society today, in our culture today, is kids that's experiencing these different adverse effects that's happening in the home.
Right,
and we're trying to solve that right here with B.A.B.Y, right? So what are some of the things when we talk about socialism and racism and things that's going on? What are we trying to teach our children today?
It's no color.
Okay.
It's no color.
Okay.
I mean, we all bleed the same.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you know, when these kids is at daycare and they're playing with the toys and they're doing this and that, they fighting over the toy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They're not fighting over because you're a different color. They're fighting over that object. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's the thing that, you know, I want everybody to know, you know, is it's no color. You know, it's all love. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what we're supposed to be here to do, is love each other and, you know, help one another.
Mm-hmm. So we got some really good performances that's coming up for B.A.B.Y on October 7th. They have a spot. They're going to have a booth set up at the on-site location. And they're going to do some of the most amazing performances that I want you guys to be a part of, right? Because we want to see where our youth is heading and what direction they're going in. So, Larry, can you, you know, in a little sum up of words, what is one thing that you would say, the one message that you want to send to our children today in our communities? What would that message be to them? What would you change?
When you look good, you do good. I came up with that motto, like I say, when a kid is walking into the classroom and he's getting picked on, he feels bad about himself. Mm-hmm. But that same kid come in with a nice fresh haircut, he might not even have fresh clothes, but he got a fresh haircut. Mm-hmm. And he can look himself in the mirror and look and know he is somebody. Mm-hmm. When he walk in that classroom, he's gonna feel the same way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's B.A.B.Y. That's building a better you. And some of the things that they want to go on a road with is free haircuts. They got an event coming up. Can you tell me a little bit about that event? Oh,
man, we got August the 20th at the Southern Heights building. We will be doing free haircuts and braids. It's called Fades and Braids. We have free hot dogs. We have some mentoring going. We have a little DJ. You name it, it's out there. We out there to have fun, fade some heads, and cut some hair.
And that's the total message that we want to get across to our children: camaraderie in our community, uniting on a united front, getting out there and exploring different cultures, different cultures that make a difference. Because I know we were talking about it in shop one time that these kids didn't even know what kickball was because they was stuck behind social media, and we want to remove that and get them active in the community. And so thank you guys for tuning in to this edition of Community Talk, hosted by our great partners at Enid Television Network. My name is Demetrius Office, and this is
Larry Peterson.
And he's the vice president of B.A.B.Y, and you've seen him from Jray, who is the director of B.A.B.Y. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on October 7th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Take care.